The Power of Thought and the Law of Mentalism. Written and published by Audiobook Adventure Society. Imagine waking up one morning, and for a brief moment, the world feels different. It's not about what you see but what's going on inside your mind. You realize that your thoughts, the ones running quietly in the background, are shaping how your day unfolds. Have you ever noticed that on days when you wake up feeling positive, things seem to go your way? But on those darker days, where every thought feels like a struggle, everything seems to go wrong? This is the law of mentalism at work. It's a principle that has been known since ancient times: everything is mind. Reality is a mental construct. I know that sounds a bit abstract, but let me explain with a story. In the early 1900s, there was a man named Napoleon Hill. He's famous now, but back then, he was just another guy trying to figure out life, like the rest of us. Hill interviewed some of the most successful people of his time, people like Thomas Edison and Andrew Carnegie, to uncover the secret behind their success. What he discovered wasn't some magical formula or business trick, it was their mindset. These people understood that their thoughts had the power to shape their reality. They used their minds to visualize what they wanted and believed in their ability to achieve it long before it happened. That's mentalism in action. Now, mentalism isn't just about thinking positive and hoping for the best. It's about recognizing that your mind is the origin of everything you experience. The world around you is a reflection of what's going on inside your head. If you believe you can't succeed, guess what? You probably won't. But if you genuinely believe that you can change your life, even in small ways, you've already taken the first step toward doing just that. I've seen this principle play out in my own life, too. I remember when I was in my early 20s, struggling to make ends meet, working a job that drained me every day. I kept telling myself, this is just how life is. It's hard for everyone. But one day, I came across the idea that my thoughts were feeding into my reality. I wasn't just observing life happening to me, I was actively shaping it. Slowly, I began to change the narrative in my head. I started imagining a life where I was doing something I loved, where opportunities were everywhere. It wasn't overnight, but as I shifted my thinking, I noticed doors opening. New people came into my life, different opportunities showed up, and my mindset became the foundation for the changes that followed. Mentalism is powerful because it's not about wishing for something to happen, it's about aligning your thoughts with the reality you want to create. The mind is like the steering wheel of your life. Wherever it turns, your life follows. Let's go back even further, to ancient Egypt. There was a man named Hermes Trismegistus, considered one of the wisest men of his time. He's credited with writing what we now call the Hermetic texts, which are the foundation of the Hermetic laws, including mentalism. Hermes taught that the universe is one giant mind, and everything within it, including you and me, is connected through thought. Back then, people saw the mind as the force behind all creation. They believed that the gods themselves used their minds to shape the physical world. Now, you might wonder, how does this ancient wisdom apply to me today? The answer is simple: it applies because the principle hasn't changed. Your thoughts are still your most powerful tool. And I'm not just talking about the obvious thoughts you have, like, I'm hungry, or, I need to pay the bills. I'm talking about the deep, subconscious beliefs you carry, those thoughts that run in the background without you even realizing it. They dictate how you see the world, how you act, and ultimately, what kind of life you live. To make this practical, let me share an exercise you can do right now. It's simple but incredibly effective. Take a moment to sit quietly, close your eyes, and visualize the life you want. Don't just picture it vaguely. Really get into it. Imagine the details. What does your perfect day look like? What do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Who are you with? Where are you living? The clearer you can make this image, the better. As you do this, you're not just daydreaming, you're using the law of mentalism. By focusing your mind on what you want, you're beginning to shape your reality in that direction. The mind is a magnet, it pulls in the things you focus on. When you consistently think about something, whether good or bad, your mind will find ways to bring it into your life. This is why it's so important to train your thoughts. There's another story that really drives this point home. In the late 1800s, there was a woman named Mary Baker Eddy. She founded the Christian Science movement, which was based largely on the idea that the mind has power over the body and, by extension, the reality around us. Mary was severely ill for much of her early life, but after a near-fatal accident, she experienced a dramatic recovery. She credited her healing to a deep mental and spiritual shift, believing fully in the power of the mind to influence physical health. Her teachings went on to inspire millions, showing that when we change the way we think, we can literally change our bodies and the world we live in. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: this sounds too good to be true. And sure, the idea that thoughts alone can alter reality might seem like wishful thinking at first. But think about it this way: every action you've ever taken started as a thought. Your career, your relationships, even the smallest decisions you make daily, they all begin in your mind. If you can control those thoughts, shape them, and focus them, imagine what you could achieve. This is the essence of mentalism. It's the understanding that reality is malleable, and it all starts with the mind. If you can learn to direct your thoughts, you can begin to mold your world in ways you never thought possible. Before we move on, here's something you can try in the coming days. Every time you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, something like, "I can't do this, I'm not good enough," or "this will never work," stop and challenge it. Replace it with a new thought: "I'm capable, I'm learning, I can find a solution." Do this consistently, and you'll start to see changes, not just in your mindset, but in your external world as well. Remember, the law of mentalism isn't about magic tricks or wishing things into existence. It's about recognizing the real power of your mind. You are the creator of your reality, and the first step to changing anything in your life is to change your thoughts. The ancient masters understood this, and now you have the opportunity to use this wisdom to transform your life. Have you ever had one of those days where everything just clicks? It's like the universe is working with you, and everything feels aligned. Then, on other days, it seems like no matter what you do, everything falls apart. What if I told you that what happens on those good or bad days is a reflection of what's going on inside you? That's what the law of correspondence teaches us: as above, so below. As within, so without. This principle means that the patterns of the universe, the grand cosmic forces, mirror the patterns in our personal lives. And vice versa, what happens in our personal inner world also reflects in the larger world around us. It's all connected. Let me take you back to ancient Egypt again, where this idea was deeply understood. The ancient Egyptians believed that everything in the heavens was reflected on earth. They built their temples and pyramids to align with the stars, believing that by mirroring the heavens, they could tap into the divine order of the universe. It wasn't just architecture, they saw the harmony between the cosmos and their personal lives. If the stars were aligned, life flowed smoothly. If not, they knew something was out of balance, and they'd look inside themselves to find where they'd strayed from their path. This brings me to a more personal story, one that I think will help explain this law in a real-life context. A close friend of mine, let's call him Daniel, was always struggling with relationships. No matter who he dated, things always seemed to fall apart, usually in the same way. It was always the same story: misunderstandings, arguments, and eventually breakups. He felt like he was cursed or that the world was just against him in this one area of life. One day, after another relationship ended badly, he sat down and really started to think about what was going wrong. For the first time, he stopped blaming the other person and looked inward. What was it in him that kept attracting the same kind of relationship, over and over? That's when something clicked. Daniel realized that deep down, he didn't actually believe he deserved a healthy, loving relationship. He had grown up watching his parents argue constantly, and somewhere along the way, he had internalized the idea that relationships were supposed to be hard, full of conflict. Once he saw that, everything changed. He started working on himself, healing those old beliefs, and guess what? The next relationship he entered was different, completely different. There was mutual respect, understanding, and love. The pattern inside him changed, and as a result, the pattern in his external life changed too. That's the law of correspondence at work. Now, let's break this down a little more. As above, so below can be understood in two ways. On one level, it means that the big picture, the above, mirrors the smaller details, the below. Think about how the vast galaxies of stars in space mirror the structure of atoms in our bodies. It's mind-blowing, right? The same patterns are present at every level of reality. On a more personal level, it means that whatever is happening inside you is reflected in your external world. If you're feeling chaotic and disorganized on the inside, your external life will often mirror that chaos. Things will feel out of control. But if you work on creating peace and order within yourself, you'll start to see that peace reflected in your surroundings. There's a powerful practice you can try to see this law in action in your own life. Start by taking a moment to reflect on a problem you're facing. It could be in your career, your relationships, or even your health. Now, ask yourself this: what's going on inside me that might be contributing to this situation? For example, if you're struggling with your job, feeling stuck or unmotivated, take a step back and look inward. Are you feeling stuck inside too? Maybe you've been ignoring a passion or not giving yourself permission to explore new ideas. The external struggle might be a reflection of your internal state. One of the best examples of this law in action comes from the famous Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. Jung had a profound understanding of how the inner world mirrors the outer one. He used the term synchronicity to describe those moments where your internal thoughts and feelings seem to line up with external events. Have you ever thought about someone you haven't seen in years, and then suddenly, they call or you run into them? That's synchronicity, and it's a perfect example of as above, so below. Jung believed that when we experience these kinds of coincidences, it's the universe reflecting back what's going on inside us. It's like the external world is giving us a sign, showing us something about our inner world. The more in tune you are with yourself, the more you'll notice these patterns and synchronicities. They're the universe's way of telling you, yes, you're on the right path, or, hey, maybe you need to look a little deeper here. I remember an experience of my own that really brought this law to life for me. A few years ago, I was feeling overwhelmed with work. No matter how hard I tried to get organized, everything seemed to be falling apart. Deadlines were piling up, projects were going unfinished, and I felt like I was constantly spinning my wheels. I couldn't figure out why everything was such a mess. Then, one day, it hit me. My external world was chaotic because my internal world was chaotic. I was carrying around so much stress and worry, and it was spilling over into my work. I wasn't giving myself any time to rest or recharge, and as a result, my mind was cluttered, disorganized. Once I realized this, I took a step back. I started meditating again, focusing on calming my mind and finding peace within myself. Slowly but surely, as I found clarity and calm inside, my work life followed suit. Projects started coming together, deadlines were met, and things began to flow smoothly again. This is what the law of correspondence teaches us. When you want to change something in your outer world, the first place to look is within. Whether it's your relationships, your job, or your health, the answers lie inside you. By changing your internal world, your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, you can begin to shift the external circumstances of your life. So, how can you start applying this law right now? The first step is awareness. Pay attention to the areas of your life that aren't flowing the way you'd like. Then, instead of trying to force change from the outside, take a step inward. Ask yourself, what's going on inside me that might be contributing to this? It might be an old belief, a fear, or even an emotion you haven't dealt with. Once you identify it, work on shifting that internal state. Meditate on it, journal about it, or simply become more conscious of it in your daily life. Another great practice is mindful reflection. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on how your day went. What events happened? How did you feel? How might those external events be reflecting what's going on inside you? Over time, you'll start to see patterns, and with that awareness, you'll be able to make shifts that bring your inner and outer worlds into greater harmony. The law of correspondence is a reminder that you are not separate from the universe. What happens within you is reflected in the world around you. And just as importantly, what happens in the larger universe, the stars, the seasons, the cycles of nature, can give you clues about what's happening inside you. We are all connected, and by aligning ourselves with these universal patterns, we can create more harmony, peace, and flow in our lives. Remember, as above, so below. The universe is constantly communicating with you, through the events of your life and through the patterns within you. The more you pay attention, the more you can use this knowledge to bring balance and positive change into your life. Have you ever walked into a room and felt an immediate shift in energy? Sometimes it feels uplifting and invigorating, other times, it can feel heavy or tense. That's the law of vibration at play. This law tells us that everything in the universe is in constant motion, vibrating at its own unique frequency. Even objects that seem solid, like a rock or a table, are made up of atoms that are constantly in motion. But beyond the physical, our thoughts and emotions also carry vibrations. Positive emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude vibrate at a higher frequency, while negative emotions like fear, anger, and sadness vibrate at a lower one. Understanding this law is key because like attracts like. When you raise your vibration, you naturally attract experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate at a similar frequency. Conversely, if you remain in a low vibration state, you'll likely draw in more of the same. How to raise your vibration. So how can you elevate your energy and harness the power of the law of vibration? Here are some effective strategies. Cultivating positive emotions is one of the easiest ways to raise your vibration. Gratitude, in particular, is a powerful tool. By consciously focusing on what you appreciate in your life, you shift your emotional state and align yourself with abundance. Start a daily gratitude practice. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple act can significantly elevate your mood and shift your energy. The energy of the people and environments around you profoundly affects your own vibration. Engaging with positive, supportive individuals can uplift your energy, while negative or toxic relationships can drag you down. Evaluate your social circle. Seek out relationships that inspire and motivate you. Create an environment in your home that feels peaceful and energizing, free of clutter and negativity. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful practices for quieting the mind and raising your vibration. These techniques help you connect with your higher self, which vibrates at a much higher frequency than everyday worries and distractions. Dedicate a few minutes each day to meditate. Focus on your breath, letting go of negative thoughts, and connecting with a sense of inner peace. Over time, this practice can lead to a profound shift in your energy. Every thought and word you express carries a vibration. Negative thoughts and language can create a low-frequency energy that affects your reality. Conversely, positive thoughts and affirmations can elevate your vibration and attract positive outcomes. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. Challenge negative thoughts and reframe them in a positive light. Use affirmations to reinforce a higher vibration. For example, instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am capable and strong." Physical movement is one of the quickest ways to raise your vibration. Exercise, dancing, or even just taking a walk can release stagnant energy and elevate your mood. When you move your body, you're also moving energy. Incorporate regular physical activity into your routine. Find an activity that you enjoy, whether it's yoga, dancing, or jogging. Notice how your energy shifts after you've moved your body. As you begin to implement these strategies, you'll notice a ripple effect in your life. Higher vibrations attract more positivity, opportunities, and connections. This is how the law of vibration operates. By aligning yourself with a higher frequency, you're opening doors to new possibilities. The law of vibration reminds us that we are powerful creators of our reality. By focusing on our thoughts, emotions, and energy, we can consciously raise our vibration and attract the life we desire. Remember, you don't just attract what you want, you attract who you are. Embrace the journey of raising your vibration, and watch as your life transforms in response to your newfound energy. Now that you've journeyed through the 7 Hermetic laws, it's time to bring these timeless teachings into your everyday life. The wisdom of Hermeticism is not just ancient theory, it's a practical guide that can help you navigate the complexities of modern existence. By applying these laws, you can transform your reality, manifest your desires, and live a more empowered life. Imagine waking up every day with a clear intention to align your thoughts, actions, and energy with the Hermetic laws. This integration is where the magic happens. Here's how you can weave these principles into your daily routine. Start your day with a moment of reflection. What do you want to create? What energy do you want to embody? Setting a clear intention helps align your mental energy, mentalism, with your desired outcomes. Throughout the day, practice mindfulness. Observe your thoughts and emotions. Are they in alignment with your intentions? Use the law of correspondence to connect your inner state with your external reality. If something feels off, take a moment to realign your mindset. Embrace change and flow. Life has its rhythms and cycles, law of rhythm. Embrace the ups and downs. When challenges arise, remember that they're opportunities for growth. Use the law of polarity to find balance. Every setback can lead to a greater comeback. Practice gratitude. Integrate the law of vibration by focusing on positive emotions. At the end of each day, take a moment to write down what you're grateful for. This simple practice raises your vibration and attracts more positive experiences. Take responsibility. Remember the law of cause and effect. Every choice you make has a consequence. Become a conscious creator by making choices that align with your intentions and desired outcomes. Creating rituals for success. Rituals can be powerful tools for integrating the Hermetic laws into your life. They provide structure and focus, helping you stay aligned with your intentions. Here are some rituals you can incorporate. Begin each day with a meditation session to center yourself and connect with your higher self. Focus on your intentions for the day and visualize the outcomes you desire. Keep a journal to document your thoughts, intentions, and reflections. Use it as a space to explore how the Hermetic laws manifest in your life and to track your progress. Each evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Reflect on how they connect to your intentions and the energy you want to embody. Incorporate activities like yoga, dancing, or walking into your routine. Use these moments to tune into your body and energy, releasing any stagnant vibrations. Seek out groups or communities that resonate with your journey. Engaging with like-minded individuals can amplify your energy and provide support as you navigate this path. As you embrace the Hermetic teachings, you'll start to see yourself as a conscious creator of your reality. This mindset shift empowers you to take charge of your life. You're not just a passive observer, you're actively shaping your experiences. When challenges arise, view them as invitations to apply the Hermetic laws. Use your understanding of mentalism to shift your thoughts, the law of vibration to elevate your emotions, and the law of rhythm to navigate life's cycles with grace. The journey of integrating the Hermetic laws is ongoing. Embrace it as a lifelong practice. The more you apply these principles, the more you'll notice the subtle shifts in your reality. You'll become more aware of how your thoughts and actions influence your experiences, leading to greater empowerment and fulfillment. As you conclude this exploration of the Hermetic laws, remember that the power to alter your reality lies within you. You possess the tools to create the life you desire. The universe is always responding to your energy, thoughts, and intentions. As you continue your journey, consider joining a community of like-minded individuals who share your interests in Hermeticism and personal growth. Engage with resources that deepen your understanding of these teachings. Explore further into esoteric traditions, spiritual practices, and personal development strategies that resonate with you. Embrace the power of these timeless principles, and let them guide you as you create the life you envision. The path may be winding, but with the Hermetic laws as your compass, you have everything you need to navigate the journey ahead. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to my channel for more content on mental well-being and mindfulness practices. Together, we can create a more peaceful and balanced life, so make sure to hit that notification bell to stay updated. Thank you.